Hello Traveller and welcome back to the Duelist Theater. It's been a while since we opened our doors as our technicians have been scrambling to finish the 4.3 review, but we are finally back just in time to showcase a deck you might want to consider for the upcoming Cat's Tail Gathering Tournament. That's right, our first open tournament of 2024 was recently announced, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure to check out the link in the description for the official post with all the info on how to sign up. As always, there are great prizes on the line with $1,000 for winning first place, but the competition is fierce these days, so best of luck and I hope to see you in the finals. But of course, you're here today to watch one of my games, and I've been eager to feature this one for quite some time. I've always loved double Anemo decks, but they've been in a bit of a rough patch for some time. However, Lynette has breathed some new life into them, and today we'll be playing her alongside Dehya and Jean. Unlike previous Anemo decks with Shenhe, which lean a little bit aggressive, this one is very much focused on stall. It of course features stall staples like Tenacity of the Millilith, but also runs the new Vorokasha artifact, which has proven to be extremely good as well. Another neat part of the deck is that it runs the Wagner package, taking advantage of his recent buff to draw one of 3 weapons more consistently, while also providing the dice to play them. Of course, with 3 swords and only 2 sword characters, you will have to get a little bit lucky to draw the right one for the right situation, but really, no matter which one you get, they're all very strong. As for playing the deck, the early game leans heavily on Dehya and Jean as defensive characters, blocking damage while swirling pyro and forcing opponents off characters with Jean's skill. Then, once you've taken some damage, Jean's burst is a great way to refill your character's HP, and your goal during this time is to build up Lynette with tenacity and a weapon. Then you can force your opponents to go one-on-one with Lynette, who once fully geared up, can comfortably fight almost anyone with the help of the innate heal on her skill. So, without further ado, let the show begin. Let's duel. Okay, ooh, looks like we're facing the Linny official Nahida deck, sometimes called Linny Overburn, but it's actually proven to be a pretty powerful deck, this version, and I'm excited to see how well it matches up against the stall deck. It's also their brother-sister versing each other, so we'll see who is the strongest sibling. And decent opener, we don't need 2 of these because we're probably not going to take damage on one of our characters. Let's put one back, hope to draw something better. Okay, Anemo Resonance. I'll never miss an Anemo Resonance, but probably not the greatest early on in the game. This deck isn't as focused as other Anemo decks, swirling on the first round, so, you know, normally quick swap and Anemo Resonance, very important, but maybe not this round. And let's send all of those back. Ooh, no Pyro die. Yeah, I was hoping to roll some Pyro. You saw me throwing some Anemo die there. We're not really looking to use Jean's skill early, and in fact, our hand's a little bit awkward. Ideally, we would have had something like Wagner to ramp. You know, it's possible we should have mulliganed away a few more of these cards, but let's start with Opera. And I know I bashed this card a little bit in the initial review. It didn't look that good, but one of the neat things about Opera is it does trigger right away when you play it, and if you play it when you're even, which also means neither side has any equipment, you'll get that dice back. So it's basically like tuning and fixing a card that will ramp you next round. In this deck particularly, you have a lot of weapons, so it tends to be pretty good. So opponent did the expected opener. We have the official skill, of course, that almost always leads the fight into Nahida. Yeah, this deck does have the option of going to Linny, but generally you go to Nahida just to get more damage and try to start her seed stacks. So we'll probably see a Nahida skill going on here, which is gonna hurt Jean a little bit. Ooh. Oh, I forgot to equip. I should have equipped this on Jean before I saw it. That's actually one thing to keep in mind about the Vorokasha artifact, is you really do want to make sure you equip it before a swap because it does pass the turn. And I'm just going to normal attack Jean. Because they're an aggro deck, I do want to build towards her burst. So just getting that energy is more important. And luckily, getting hit by Oz here is going to trigger Quicken, but it will let me draw that card off of the Vorokasha. A second Anemo Resonance. Okay. Well, we've got a bit of a tricky hand here. But I think being tricky is not what we want against an aggressive deck. Okay, Dunya Lieben. That's a good start. Oh, man. No, I really... Oh, whoops, I forgot to roll that Dendro, and... Oh, my God. Okay, this is probably one of the worst rolls I could have had. No Omni, no Anemo, and I don't have any tuning. Luckily, that Opera is going to give us 1 Anemo die. Oh, but this is not a great start against an aggressive deck. Okay, Hash Brown is kind of what I need right now, because I'm taking a lot of damage. And you can see here, the Nahida skill follow-up is typically the follow-up here. You know, it does spread the seeds to every single one of my characters now with 2 skills. This is going to be tricky. I don't know what I can do with this die. I think I'm gonna have to Liben this round just because I have so few usable die. And so I guess I'm playing Dunya. I'm maybe hoping to draw a Paimon or a Wagner. Actually, a Wagner here could be pretty nice. I can equip a weapon next turn. So one of the reasons you run Dunyazad in this deck is because it does discount Wagner. I don't think I want to swap to Lynette yet though, but Jean's gonna take so much damage. I don't want her to go down because I do think I want to. Ooh, a second Liben. I definitely want to use Jean's burst here. So let's see. If we have 6 dice, we have 2 dice that we have to play with. Okay. Maybe it is change to Lynette. Yeah, if I swap to Dehya, I'm going to get bursted on the heater here and trigger Quicken. So I don't want that. This is going to prevent reactions. So my plan here is to swap to Dehya at end of turn to soak up that extra Electro hit and deny them reactions. And then just take the Dendro on Lynette here. If I Gene Burst, any damage dealt by Nahida should be healed up by the end of the round. So it's not too bad taking that initial point of damage. But the longer I can delay those seeds by preventing reactions, the more time I'll have to take advantage of this really bad turn. And this is one of the things to watch for in your games. Bad dice RNG will happen, and it's all about how you can make the most of it. Ooh, it's a Linny swap. I was expecting a Nahida burst. Okay, this changes things a little bit. I still can't safely go to Jean, and I'm still playing the second here. I think I'll just hash. Yeah, I want to hash Jean so that she's a little bit healthier because I want to build that second energy. And this way, I'm expecting a Linny skill here, which will overload me onto Dehya at end of turn, which is fine. As long as it's not Jean, it's probably okay. I'm probably going to need to use those double Anemo reses. Ooh, Gamblers. Okay, so just pre-equipping Gamblers. Actually, not sure if I like that. They had a Liben that's still on 1 dice, so in that case, you might as well hide the Gamblers. Oh, okay, they had the 2 dice. I was too focused on trying to figure out how to use my own dice, I wasn't checking their one. Okay, so that makes perfect sense. I'm the one not paying attention here, but let's see if we can better dice rolls. Much better. Okay. Whew. Well, RNG taketh, but RNG giveth. Ooh, and Mao is actually a really good draw here. 2 weapons. It's a little awkward. I think it's a little late to be playing Wagner. Unfortunately, Wagner takes 1 round before he gets a discount 3, but I don't want them to stay on Linny here. So yeah, let's force them onto Fischl. And I think it is worth equipping. I have so many die right now. I think I can make the Sack Sword worth it. But I want to push them off Linny here because he does have the Gamblers equipped. So I want to make sure to threaten his HP totals so they can't... Like, they can't really safely swap back to Linny here because then I just skill on Jean again and put Linny down to 1 and then he'll go down to any swell. And putting them on Fischl is actually perfect because Fischl's the only character I'm not scared of with Jean immediately. There's no way for Fischl to threaten Jean. Okay, so there's the Gorba card. Stokard is currently probably the most played arcane card. Pretty much every deck is running it. It's just so good in this round 3 to just draw 3 cards for free. You can see I'm running it as well. Not quite time to use it for me, but probably soon. Yep, and the Fischl skill here is going to trigger the seeds, but we at least managed to delay the seeds all the way until this round. Ooh, okay. Double Woven here. I think that's what we need to come back, but I really want to, yeah, get healing here. Make sure I can get value off of the equipment, because the longer the game goes on, the better it goes for me. Man, I really wish Jean's burst did some damage initially on hit to make more use of that weapon, but it's still pretty powerful. That summon is going to set up some swells at the end of the turn. The swell's going to help me take down Linny on the side there. He's the one I'm the most threatened by. So basically, with this Overburn deck, you're swapping a lot between Fischl and the Heater to set up, but Linny is the character that is going to end up dealing the most damage up front. So he's the one to be afraid of. Oh, a Nahida swap. That's interesting. They have 6 dice left, so that's actually pretty scary. They can burst here, and then... Well, I guess it's just 1 burst on Nahida, and then there's not really a good follow-up. But let's make use of Dunya here. The question is, do I play Mao or Wagner? I think I like playing Mao, just so I can draw. I have 1 food in hand. If I play it, it'll draw me an extra 1. I think Wagner is too slow. And I already have equipment on Jean. So I think I'd rather get more immediate value from Chef Mao here. This is a pretty close game. We still have one set of seeds. Yeah, let's go Mal. Start eating food. Yeah. Keep Jean healthy because she does have our weapon. Okay, another food there. Pizza. I was hoping to get a Nemo die. Did not get it, but that's okay. Yeah, there's not enough time for tenacity, so let's tune that. And yeah, I think I'm not going to play Wagner anymore. If I don't play Wagner this round, then I'm not playing Wagner ever. So this makes no sense. And I can swap them off Nahida. So now they can't Nahida burst without getting themselves down to 5 die, which leaves them unable to take another action. So I think this is pretty good. Let's see, 12 cards left. And what round is this? I still haven't played my Stove God. I think this is round 3, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, so here we go. Here is the arrow from Linny. And of course, because he's under 6 HP, he's not going to take any damage from that skill. It's actually really good for him. Yeah, that's going to be something to watch out for. And he does have Gamblers. Let's see, if I stay on Jean, I'm going to get overloaded onto Lynette, who's also going to get overloaded onto Dehya. That seems risky. Let's see, if I go to Dehya here, she'll take a hit, but get overloaded onto Jean, who will then get overloaded onto Lynette, which might be okay. So I think I'm going to go with that plan. Dehya here is the most, the one I care the least about. You know, her summon's already down, the opponents have a lot of pyro, so I shouldn't need to keep her that healthy anymore. But let's see what happens. It still feels pretty good. 6 damage. Okay, overload. Oh, the seeds! Oh, I forgot to account for the seeds. Actually, this might be bad. Oh, Linny has Gamblers as well. Okay. I haven't played against this deck very much, so still not the most experienced at playing around their cards, but okay. Hopefully that's it. So I'm going to get overloaded off of Jean, and then Lynette's going to go back to Jean, which is actually perfect. But, oh, it's a Gilded. Oh, I forgot this deck plays it. That's right, that's right. All the Rainbow decks are playing it these days. So Gilded and Yayoi, which we see on the board there, has been one of like the biggest complaints of the new cards. Again, also another card that I didn't like that much during my initial review, but turns out it's extremely strong when you combine it with all the other cards that have been released. Oh, and a Liar Song? Okay. That's only going to net +1, but that is going to give them exactly enough to skill. So this is what I was afraid of. I thought they only had one more skill this round, or at least they had to stay on Linny, but now they're going to be able to Nahida burst, which is going to hurt a lot, right? Oh, okay, they're just going to go skill. That's interesting. So, seeds. Ooh, that means Jean's going to go down. I'm going to lose that sack sword. Okay, that's... Oh, interesting. They're Liar Songing. Wait, they can't play it again, though. Is that a mistake? That one might have been a mistake. And I'm pretty sure Liar Song only discounts this round. But I'll take it, because I'm a little behind now after miscalculating that Gamblers on Linny. That was pretty big. Okay. And Jean is going to go down here. Luckily, though, even though Linny's going to get that Gambler proc, there's nothing, you know, they don't have a Vanarana to hold on to those dice, so I'm going to lose it. Okay, it's Lynette against the world. Okay, doing your Mao. But this is kind of the perfect situation. Well, it's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. You know, you want Lynette to stay alive at the end, so let's see what we roll here. Okay. And I think, yeah, I can take out Linny here. I'm actually surprised I switched to Linny and not Fischl. This might actually be the opening I need, but let's play Dunya Mao because it's free after I do a pizza. So this will get me an additional die. Okay. Ooh, 3 Electro, perfect. And here we go. All right, Aquila. And if I skill, yeah, this takes out Linny. And now they're only left with Fischl. Ooh, I think this is a good spot for me. That +2 heal from Lynette. This is exactly the type of situation where it comes in really clutch. Because against a solo opponent, there's nothing they can do to play around the heal. So they're forced to basically attack into me 2 or 3 times. And I think with Aquila, I'll survive. Right? Like the only thing... Oh, interesting. The only thing would be an I haven't lost yet burst, but doesn't look like they have it. And so... Oh, yeah, let's play that Global card. See what we get. Ooh, it's Lynette Talent. Oh, I think that ends it. Okay, I gotta tune some dice. So let's see. We don't need Paimons anymore. You're way late, Paimon. Yeah, we don't need this opera anymore. But I think that because it's my second cast, yeah, it's 6 damage. Nice. And bam. Okay. So looking pretty dicey for a while, but we managed to get that. GG. Looks like Lynette was able to get the better of her brother this time round. That was a really close game, with that swap onto Dehya almost certainly a mistake. Not properly calculating the total damage and letting our opponent trigger gamblers on that round almost cost us the game. Luckily for us though, after Nahida went down, they did swap over to Linny, and we were able to equip a weapon with just enough damage to take Linny out before he could burst and do a lot of damage. This is actually a great match showcasing the power of both decks, and either one is going to be a really strong pick for the upcoming tournament. So if you're playing in that, best of luck, and maybe I'll see you out there. If you are a newer player, be sure to attend the TCG 101 series to level up your Genius Invocation game. If there's anything you'd like to see in an upcoming video, drop a comment and I'll see how I can help. Be sure to enroll in our courses by subscribing so you can be notified when a new lesson's available. Until then, class dismissed!